Boys. Today I made 850-ish, I think some over 800, below $900 on the day trading ES. I posted a screenshot of my exact P&L on my Twitter, my X, which is the same name as my YouTube name. I'll also put the link in the bio, so go check that out if you want proof. It was my Top Step 50K whatever, my Top Step, what's the fucking thing called? Express. Funded Express account, okay? With the proof on my Twitter. Okay, anyways, today was a very hectic day for me. I took a lot more trades than I usually take. I took a lot more scalps than I usually take. It was just a very hectic day. I took a lot of trades, a lot of wins, a lot of losses. So I'm not going to go over every single trade. However, I'm going to go over some of the wins. I already got them drawn up here on my other layout, but I'm going to be going over some of the wins I took to show you guys a thing or two about how I trade, or so you can learn something, or just so you could subscribe to the channel. All right, anyways, let's get into this. So coming into the market open, or whenever I first hopped on the computer, say 9 o'clock or something, 9:15, I noticed we had this. We've been obviously very bullish yesterday and throughout the overnight, and then pre-market we finally had a big little dump here, which we closed below these lows, shifted structure, whatever you want to call it. So I was thinking, when I came to the computer first, I saw this sell-off and I saw this order block here, supply zone, that was kind of responsible for the consolidation before the dump. This was the last green candle before the dump. So I was thinking, if we come up here, maybe we see some bearish continuation off this level if we get a nice rejection with some volume. Let me pull up my volume indicator. Okay, as you can see, we draw up right into there. And I'm waiting for a reaction now, basically, from the zone. Did nothing yet, but right here I noticed, okay, we had a little bit of an increase in the selling volume. Okay, we were kind of dying volume, dead volume. And then on this little rejection, we had a nice increase. Not a lot of volume, but still, I'm just looking for increases and decreases, or like dying volume or growing volume, So anyways, we saw a little nice increase there. And then I didn't take anything yet. I got in on this nice candle because we had a nice bearish bearish volume increase and no buying volume whatsoever. Okay, and I did not hold this trade for very long. I was gonna try and target down here, this blue line, which was the lows. Okay, but I did not end up selling all the way down there. I only got about a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I think somewhere right around here. I was like, okay, we had that push down. We have a gap, fair value gap here. It's also like a support area, right? Look at this. I'm gonna put this line here. I just didn't want. I had some profits. I didn't want to hold all the way down to there, so I sold right about this area for a 1-to-1. And good thing I didn't, because it started to reverse. Oh, maybe right here. We started to bounce at the support, and I ended up taking profit right around there. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. That was the first trade, just a simple break of structure, little dump to the downside, creating an order block. And I thought if we come up into here, we could see some rejections. And we did, okay? So that was the first trade. Very, very simple. I don't have a strict system, really. I just look for any level that I like. A lot of intuition, but and then the volume increase, decrease. Okay, so that was actually the very first trade of the day I took. Okay, I then took a loss somewhere in between here and my next trade, which I'm gonna get into my next trade right away. Oh, I took a loss trying to long up here for a push through this level and through this zone. Ended up losing. Not gonna get into that because it's the same shit I always do. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. This was the next trade I took. Okay, I didn't catch anything on the way down to here, but we took out these lows. And one trade I'm always looking for a reversal off of a low or high. And this was the current pre-market low. And those are like the highs and lows I usually use: pre-market highs and lows, overnight highs and lows, and then prior day highs and lows. So right here, I'm looking for some volume increase and a potential quick reversal. I'm not looking to catch big trades or like giant first rewards, you know. I always am looking at the other scenario, right? This is a bearish fair value gap, so whatever, bearish resistance. I'm always looking at the or like this resistance right here. I'm always looking at the other side to make sure, you know, I'm not getting on the wrong side of the market. And if there is some level that's scaring me, I'll just take quick profits. It's whatever. Okay, so back to the thing. We get the sweep. Okay, I'm just looking. Okay, well, kind of jumped ahead here, but we had a nice big volume increase that caught my eye right here. Okay, but I wasn't going to get in right off of a 1 minute candle, just a liquidity sweep. Like this was kind of a big point, right? Even on the 15 minute. So I'm not going to enter. I don't enter liquidity sweeps right away on a 1 minute candle. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm waiting now for something that I like to see, maybe some little shift or something. Again, we get some more buying increasing. Right here, we see another little jump from no volume to another candle to an increase. Still, this, I did not take this. This could have been a good entry though. I just wasn't 100% certain on the direction, right? Just because we took out the low doesn't mean we're automatically going to go and move in reverse. Anyways, you see what I got drawn up here? We have one of my favorite patterns, a tiny little bull flag, just like that. And coming off of a nice move, slight little two bearish candles, and then a nice little jump there in the buying volume compared to the selling volume, right? Dying. As we break the bull flag, we get a nice candle there. Okay, so that one was a nice entry, and I didn't hold very long. I just held right up to this general area because we are in a bearish fair value gap. And then we also have these two rejection points here and here. And then on the 1 minute, there was also some action. Okay, so I just held it right up to there. Almost got stopped out, but didn't. Okay. And if I remember correctly, this could have paid me a lot more. Okay, never mind. It chopped around for a while. I took a loss. I did take a loss somewhere again in here. I know I took a bunch of losses and a bunch of wins. I also took some wins that I'm not even going to get into because I don't even remember them. It was a very scalpy day for me, which usually I don't do that or scalp as much. But anyways, just going over some trades here to get the video out. Okay, the next trade I took. Where is my... Okay, I don't know why I don't have this one drawn up. Okay, but down in this area, I noticed we had this trend line liquidity. Right when we started to reject like down here, I was thinking, there is absolutely no way we don't come up and test this trend line. There's just no way. Okay. So right in here we made a little double bottom. I saw this right, and keep in mind at this time I'm thinking we're gonna, like, there's no way we're not gonna come up and take out these highs or at least test this trend line again. Okay, so, and I'm thinking that all through this leg down. Okay, oh my god, the dog's barking. Hold on. Okay, so I'm looking for this trend line to get taken out. And right here we have this nice little strong push up with an increase of volume. Right here, you see that. All through here, dead volume. And we see some nice increase in buying volume on this little push up. Okay? And then I'm thinking, basically, and then, oh, we also have these two lows that I was looking at. So I kind of drew something like this. I was like, anywhere come back into... Let's say we're right here, and I'm keeping my eye. I'm thinking there's no way we're not coming up to here to get this trend line. Okay. So this is right here. I draw the box. I'm waiting for price to either retest this little support or just down to this like demand area that made that push up. Okay, we come down and we get that little pop in buying volume with a nice looking candle. I'm basically ready to enter this trade any second now, and we get a nice candle just like that. Stops go right there, and I held it for like a 2-to-1 up to that blue area right there. Take profit. Okay, keep in mind I'm also taking losses in between, or else I would have made a shit ton more money. Okay, so I do take some losses. Okay, now let's fast forward though to the final 2 trades I took. Fuck. Oh my god, dude. I've screwed this video up so bad. But I don't care. I'm still posting this. I'm not re-recording this. Alright, boys. But you can still learn a thing or two from this, okay? We break out of the trend. We blow through this supply zone. And now I'm thinking, okay, we're looking very, very, very bullish on the 15, on all time frames, really. We look very bullish. We took out liquidity zone down here and then started shifting to the upside. Broke a trend line. Shift to the upside again on the 15-minute. 1 hour. Like, this is a nice wick, and then boom, boom, nice response. 4 hour. Oh, I was also looking at this. I'm always looking through all the time frames. But we had this support zone, or support level. See these highs? Right, support, and then also lined up with this 4 hour for value gap. So I was very, very bullish once we started to really like have this big push up. Okay, so as we're having this big push up, dude, I did not fast forward there. Come on. As we're having this big push up with everything I just said, I'm looking for any areas to get long on, because I think we're gonna at least come up into like some of these highs. I didn't know for sure we were gonna come all the way up here, but I thought we were gonna at least come right here, maybe up into here, some rejection zones. Okay, with that being said, we had a 15-minute fair value gap right here, and basically if I kind of missed that trade. That could have been a quick push off the 5-minute fair value gap. But basically we have this 15-minute fair value gap that lines up with I guess I'll delete this for now. See the 15-minute fair value gap? See it right there? This one right here. It also lines up with this high here, which was rejection. So kind of a support level plus a 15-minute fair value gap with overall bullish flow. Okay, we wick it and we had a really nice response. A very nice increase in buying volume. Another little candle here. And then I ended up getting in on, this candle came all the way down here. I was kind of scared. Oh no, I don't want this. And then it had a nice sharp rejection. As soon as it started bouncing back up really sharply, I took it right around in this area for a move up there. Okay, nice little quick trade. And then I took a loss on a short. I was trying to short in here off of one of these highs. I lost on a short there. And then my final trade of the day was we took out this major high. Okay, and I'm thinking I tried shorting once, I failed. Okay, now I'm thinking we took out this major high, liquidity sweep, whatever you want to call it, and we have kind of been going in a straight line to the upside for the last 2 hours. So I'm kind of thinking we're bullish, and coming off of this high, I'm thinking we at least are gonna make a little retracement, right? Keep it in mind, or listen to what I'm saying. A little retracement. We're gonna make at least a slight retracement here, I believe. Okay, so that's all I was looking for. So we take out the low, we start building into this little wedge thing. This candle right here is what really sparked it for me, because it was a giant increase in selling volume. I'm thinking, okay, this is the big sellers stepping in, showing their hand. Okay, we start to build into the little wedge. We make a lower high. Okay, and I got in a little prematurely right around this area, assuming that we're not going to take this high. I'm getting in short right around here as it gets tight. I'm assuming that we're not going to take this high and that we're going to fall through. Okay, so I'm short like this a little prematurely. No, I mean, not even prematurely, because this could have been my confirmation. Whatever. The point is that we started to build into a wedge. I started getting major sell-off vibes, right? And keep in mind, I said I'm only looking for just a little sell-off, maybe just down to here, or down here, because we are very bullish, but we've been going up in a straight line. I'm thinking we have to at least pull back a little bit, okay? And at 1:38 p.m., right? This is 1:37. I see that candle close. I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is looking really good. And I don't have a stop loss or anything. All right, no, I have a stop loss placed. I don't have a take profit or anything placed. So I'm just gonna draw this like way down here. Okay, and at 1:38 p.m., I gave a call to my good buddy Jerome Powell. And I told him, hey man, I'm in short. Do what you gotta do. Okay, I'm kidding, but look what the fuck happened. That is crazy, dude. I literally made so much more money on this trade than I thought I was gonna make. Okay, and I just saw this and just shit my pants. I was like, oh, take profit, take profit, take profit. So I don't even know actually where I held to. It could have been like right here or some shit, but regardless, that's the trade I took. After that, I was done for the day. I did take a lot of losses in between all the wins I'm showing you, so that's why I said it was a hectic day, stressful day, whatever. Okay, and I'm done with this video. This is just to show you guys, keep making videos, just show you how I trade, show you some content, whatever, some strategies to teach, or just to, it's just fun. This is just good for me. It's good for my trading, making, like, you know how they say the best way to learn is to teach it to someone else, right? Me explaining these videos out loud, it just makes me a better trader, and then I go back and watch them and it makes me a better trader. I just learn or just like nail the concepts into my fucking head, so that when I'm in front of the market live, it's like, okay, I know what I'm looking for, all this shit. All right, so yeah guys, go check out the post on Twitter. Also fucking subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Come on, what are you doing? All right, and leave a comment, whatever, like, and that's gonna be it. All right, goodbye.